Hello, Gil from the Sailing Vessel Last Affair, and today I'm going to do a quick video and show you how to remove and replace the wooden bungs that you see on all the teak and trim interior of your sailboat. So on this particular boat I am replacing the decorative wood panels here along the side of the cabin top, and this trim here and up above was mounted in the bulkhead using teak trim, countersunk holes, stainless steel screws held together, and then wooden bungs filling those in. So we're going to go ahead and show you how to easily remove those bungs, and ultimately how to reinstall them again when this project is through. I'll locate the bung, find the center with my punch, put a little indentation as a guide for the drill bit in each of those bungs to be removed. And now it's a matter of just using the drill and running right inside that hole. You want to make sure you're running perpendicular to the surface. Here's one that worked just like it should have. It broke the glue loose, and you'll notice the whole thing came out in one shot, kind of just cracked on the end of the drill bit. So we have a good chance to practice here. As I mentioned before, these will typically come right out. In both of these cases, if you look closely, you can see that I can still see I drilled in the middle of the bung, and I have a small piece of wood on the outside. Same with over here. So if you'll give me just a moment, I'm going to grab a flat blade screwdriver, a very small one, and use that flat blade screwdriver just to insert in right at the very edge of the bung, just hand pressure, not very hard, and we're going to go ahead and break that seal right there, and then break the bung into pieces, because we'll replace that with a new one. So you can see it popped right out. We'll do the same thing. You're ready to cut your plugs. I have a small bench drill press. This is just a little Harbor Freight $40 special. And actually, I'm a fan of Harbor Freight, especially for these jobs I'll probably do once or twice in my life, and then that's it. They have a plug set there for actually cutting out the teak plugs. You know, basically, this is just a small set of plugs. They have both a straight barrel cut and a chamfer cut. So we're going to use this chamfer cut bit, and you'll see here it's let me get that to focus a little better. You'll see here it just hooks right into the drill press, and this will end up cutting our plugs. I also have a piece of teak wood that was an extra leftover piece from a step I had made for my swim ladder. So I have a small piece of teak, which is perfect because I can make all these plugs. So I'm going to get this thing chucked up and the teak ready, and we'll go ahead and cut a couple of plugs, and I'll show you how to do that. So what we're going to do is line up our wood here. I'm going to turn on the drill bit, drill press, and really this is just a matter now of running these down. I'm probably making them bigger than I need to, but I'd rather be safe than sorry here, because they don't always break off where you want. I'll show you that in a moment. Okay, you can see here, this is my the cut I just did on that teak, and you can see there's a little groove right here next to each of these plugs, and all you have to do is take this and twist your screwdriver, and it snaps those right off. Let me do that again. Yeah. And then it's just a matter of reaching in here and picking these little guys right out of there. And I usually like to keep just a Ziploc bag or a little bowl, and I have a bowl of, I don't know, 150 or 160 of these. And as you can see, they're going to work out just fine for exactly what we need to do. And then what we'll do is, when we get ready to put these in, I'll actually show it a little more closely, but we'll put these inside the plug, and then we'll just sand those smooth or chisel them off. As a matter of fact, you'll see here I have a few that I've already chiseled off on a couple pieces I've replaced. Well, that may be fine to use again, and don't have to cut a new one.
I'll show you how we're placing the bungs in these existing holes that we have here. Hopefully that's showing up on the video. What I do is I use a pair of needle nose pliers. I take the plier ends so that I know what way the grain is running. So the grain is running this way, so I know when I place it in how to put it. Got a little cup of varnish here. Just dip them in a little bit of the varnish. That'll help adhere them into the hole. And again, because I know what way the grain pattern is running by the way I put them in with the tweezers. And I use the pliers, I keep calling them tweezers, sorry. Pliers to hold it in place. Wipe up any extra, and then it matches the grain pattern.
Being dipped in a little cup of varnish. Pushed into the bung hole. Pushed in firmly to push out the excess varnish. Give a tight seat, and then wipe dry. And then after this, they just get sanded flush. You usually want to wait 24 hours to sand them. Gently sanding. You spin these all by hand so that the sander doesn't hit the ceiling or the stained wall. They look great. Time to start varnishing.